So I was gonna wait till tomorrow to make this video, but while I'm steaming fresh and hot right now, I gotta address the bullshit that happened tonight. Today is January the 1st, 2024. So New Year's Eve, money-wise, was a good evening, good night. Beginning of the night I started driving at 8, so everything was smooth sailing. Picked up a whole bunch of people and had no issues at all. I was even telling people early in the night, I was like, people always say, how's your night been going on? It's been going pretty good. I ain't ran into the drunks and shit yet. I guess my dumb ass spoke too soon because fucking after midnight hit. No, let me go back. So I ended up picking up like four or five girls. No, it was originally one girl. In the street I was on, it was swamped with teenagers. I don't know if it was a party or something, but police broke it up. I hate drunk teenagers. These motherfuckers standing in the street looking at the cars like we ain't supposed to be on the street. Why don't y'all get y'all little raggedy asses out the fucking street? And one motherfucker's going up the car, slapping the car like, I hate to get out the car and snatch a teenager up because they being a piece of shit, little privileged fucks. I picked the girl up and I had to maneuver to get out of the area, and then she was like, you mind picking up my 3 friends? Cause I guess the police shut the shit down. Fine, cool. So it was about 11:57. They had a little bit of drinks in them. They was real friendly. They was young though. They was like 19. So as we were riding, they was like, how long is it gonna take us to get there? And they were like 11 minutes. So Keith, it looks like we're spending New Year's Eve with you, bringing in the New Year with you, and all that shit. So as soon as New Year hit, as soon as midnight hit, it was all Happy New Year. I'm trying to drive, so I can't concentrate and celebrate and all that shit, especially when I'm on the freeway, because motherfuckers here on the freeway will run your ass out of the right lane. They don't give a shit if that's the slowest lane. They'll make your ass pull over and let them come by. Midnight hit, and then Happy New Year and all that. Next thing I know, they all in the car kissing. The one in the front leaning to one of the ones in the back, and they making out and all that shit. Hey, if I would have been younger, because I was old enough to be their daddy, but if I had been young, I would try to get me a little sugar, but they young. I ain't even studying. I ain't trying to catch no charges. Finally got them to where they were going to drop them off. But they wasn't belligerent drunk or nothing like that, so it was fine. I ended up picking up a chick that her ride said, I hate when motherfuckers get in this bitch and the address they put in, or they don't realize they don't put in the address. It was supposed to go to Bennett Street, which is the street that Club 1145 is, right downtown, across from fucking Benihana's on Peachtree. Used to be Frank Ski's club back in the day. So you going to Bennett Street? She like, no, I'm going to Cumberland, in the area I stay in. That's just like 10 miles north. So she was pulling me away from the money. She was already in the car. She better be glad she wasn't already in the car. I would have canceled that shit and stayed in the downtown area. So I took her out there, and by the time I took her out there, it took me away from the money. And then on top of that, my stomach was bubbling so bad. I was holding that shit for so long. I was like, fuck it, I'm already near the house. Let me go ahead and shoot a deuce real fast. I refused to stop at a Quick Trip or nothing. I ain't gonna front, the Quick Trip I stopped at was the one by my house, but they only got the single bathroom. I noticed they ain't got no lock on the door. So the last thing I wanted to do was be in that bitch rocking the spot and a nigga walk in on me. And so I was like, let me go to the house and do that shit. So I came back and I went back downtown. By the time I went back downtown, the $30, all them surges and shit kind of dissipated a little bit. Then I get a ride from this nigga named Tom. When motherfuckers start making demands before I even pick them up, sending me a message with demands, oh, I cancel this shit real quick. I'm like, you already gonna be a headache. This bitch named Tom gonna say, hey man, I got back problems. I need to sit in the front. You know what, Tom? I'm finna cancel you real quick because there's a whole back seat back there that you can sit in by yourself and lay down if your back hurting that bad. I don't want you sitting up here by me. Cancel Tom. Then the drunks started rolling in. Picked up this dude named Fielding. Him and his woman, they were grown. They were old. They wasn't older than me, but they looked old. Motherfucker, the female fell trying to get in the car. I know she hammered. And the place they coming out of is like a country club type shit. Everybody coming out that bitch hammered. I'm like, here we go. I used to be a drunk at a young age. I know I was ignorant and belligerent, and that shit was a pain in the ass. When these motherfuckers get in here with that drunk shit, I don't be wanting to deal with it. People gonna say what they want to say about the reefer. I'm fully functional, coherent, and know what the fuck is going on around me on the devil's lettuce. When you on that juice, you don't even remember shit from the day before. So this bitch, they get in the car because she failed, and then she finally get in the car, and I guess her dude Fielding was disgusted in her because she was drunk. And I guess she was too drunk, or maybe it was a normal thing and he probably was tired of that shit. So they get in the car, he just looking at her. She was like, why are you looking at me? She was like, I'm not that drunk. And he was just sitting there, I'm not going to say anything. And she was punking this nigga the whole ride. Stop looking at me. I told you to stop looking at me. I'm like, damn, y'all sitting right up on each other and this thing can't look at you? And then so he was like, what you doing on your phone? She was like, I'm not texting you. You want to see my phone? See, and I don't even want to hear that argument shit either. The ride was quiet for a minute because I don't even want to hear that shit. It ain't shit I can say. And I know she was drunk because when she got out the car, she said Happy New Year like 8 times before she walked off. Happy New Year. Happy New Year too. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Just take your drunk ass in the house, please, so I can get to the money, get to the next person. That was the first couple drunk. Then I didn't have nobody drunk for a while. And it was funny because I guess I spoke too fucking soon because I picked up this chick from the Doubletree over in Druid Hills. And I was like, you the first sober person I done had the last 2 or 3 rides. She was like, well, she had to fly out in the morning, so she wasn't really trying to be on no plane hungover. Cool. So I had one more ride to get the little extra money that they was offering. Dude named Sebastian. So when I pull up, motherfucker sitting on the curb in front of a big stupid house. They had the look of smashed on their face. Sebastian got in the car, or he got up to come and get in the car. And if you look at my story, I got the video of these are drunk motherfuckers in my story. And the other dude, motherfucker stood up and staggered back about 6 feet and just fell over in the bushes and laid there. He didn't make an attempt to get up or nothing. He just laid there. Sebastian went to help him up. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. Shit face drunks. Shit face. So first thing I'm thinking, these bitches better not throw up in my shit. I didn't realize when they got in the car, the motherfucker had a bottle in his hand. Look, if you drink like this, you shouldn't even be out. Just stay at the fucking house. So when they get in the car, the whole ride, it was only a 3-mile ride. They get in the car with the bottle, and it was a big ass bottle. And the whole ride, I hear them saying, man, it reeks of tequila in here. Why is it so strong? Shit. I was like, that's probably y'all. They're like, nah, man, you must have had some drunk white bitches in the car that was smelling like tequila. Now, these 2 dudes white. I'm just sitting there like, okay, I'm trying to hurry up and get them to where the fuck I got to get them because they super drunk. Man, when the door went open, when I got them, and then I heard the one dude, the more coherent one, Sebastian was like, yeah, man, I'm just get dropped off. I'm gonna drop you off and I'm gonna get dropped off at home. So when the door opened, he was like, hey man, you mind dropping me off at my house? But as I turned around, the one that was falling over in the bushes and shit, he was like a zombie once he got in the car. Sebastian was back here singing rock songs and shit. So the one that fell over in the bushes and shit, I noticed when I looked back, there was a bottle right there. Like I said, the bottle of tequila was like this. It was about this much tequila in that bitch. Cause the smell that they smell was the fucking tequila that these niggas spilled all in my floorboard, which you will see in my story. And I'm talking about, nigga, it looked like a tequila ocean in the floor. You could just see tequila swash. And I'm sitting here like, you funky bitches. And so especially like, hey man, you mind giving me a ride? No, I ain't giving you a ride. I'm like, man, you spilled fucking tequila in my shit. It's not spilled. Bitch, I'm sitting there looking at tequila all over the fucking floor. And he was like, I was like, get the fuck out the car, man. He was like, so just like last year, New Year's Eve, I was booming, $80 an hour, till the bitch threw up in my shit. I had to call quits because this shit was reeking tequila. And the floor was like sloshing with tequila. I still got napkins and shit back there. I might have to scrub this bitch clean and shit tomorrow morning. Because these funky bitches it's like they just poured the whole thing out in the back seat on the floor. So I'm steaming how I go to the Quick Trip, get napkins and shit. Dude was like, my boy, you know that shit still gonna smell. I done sprayed blunt power in the back of this bitch. And I got that strong blunt power. I don't even like the smell of that shit. Just to get rid of the tequila smell. Man, look, if you gotta go out and party and get that fucking drunk, stay your bitch ass at the house. Cause you are a liability in every kind of way. If niggas gotta fight, you can't do shit. Motherfucker push you over, you falling. So I'm aggravated to the highest level. The festivity level was like right here. I want to end the night with Waffle House. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I order a BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato, and a hamburger with lettuce and tomato. Man, I get in the car, ain't no lettuce and tomato nowhere. These motherfuckers gave me a sandwich with just bacon and cheese on that bitch, and a burger with just bacon on that bitch, no lettuce and tomato. Yeah, I ate that shit because I'm fucking hungry. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. But I'll tell you, customer service ain't worth a shit. And here I am serving the streets. Got to deal with all these piece of shit ass people. Sorry, Lord, goddamn slobbing because I'm so pissed off. Chronicles, goddamn.
We did it. Made it from nothing, we did it. Name it who done it, we did it.